Villager news.
Nostalgic opening. I'm not sure why the animators had the villager on the left holding a sign if we can't even read it.
Breaking news! An update has swept the realm, changing villager life forever. But one villager refuses to embrace our new way of life. Here's villager number 9 with more info.
Mojang and Element Animation have different styles, with Mojang's characters being stiffer and Element Animation making their characters more dynamic and flexible. I personally just don't think their styles mesh well together. They should have chosen one style and stuck with it for the project. Like here, when villager number 5's nose is moving, it just looks off-putting because nothing else on his body does that. But they did get the lip sync right, something that I wasn't actually expecting, so I'll give it 3 pros. Villager number 5's arms are clipping into his chest. Let's go ahead and just group all the clipping.
Thank you, villager number 5. Fellow citizen, why don't you want the update?
Right before villager number 9 finishes talking, we cut to another shot where we can see that his lips aren't even moving. This guy's face paint is casting shadows. This is because the paint is physically raised off the skin and not a part of the texture. Or if it is, it's just poorly done. Also, all of these mics are copy-pasted. Just goes to show, even the creators of Minecraft are lazy with this. And to cap off the cons here, it looks like the villagers' mouths are just moving around while the audio is playing. Maybe this animation was translated from somewhere else and that's why.
But I do want the update. Are you against the update? Have you even tried the update? But I am getting the update.
The torches here cast bright yellow spots on the walls behind them, but the torches a few shots later don't. Someone has the faulty kind, and I don't know who. The tree right here looks like it got partially cut off. I'm not sure if it was an issue with exporting the world map, but it just looks weird even if it isn't. The brim of this villager's hat is so thin, you can barely see it from this angle. This could have been fixed if the hat was slightly chunkier. I get that the reporters ignoring the white villagers meant to be funny, but the joke gets repetitive and stale really quick.
What about the new feature? Do you think you're better than us? What? I didn't say any of that. We thought you might say that, so we made this video for you. What?
From this perspective, the average viewer wouldn't notice this, but the white villager is not looking at the reporter. There must be something very interesting off screen.
Welcome to the most villager-friendly update ever! There's campfires, berry bushes.
Panda.
The villagers here all have massive foot sliding. Just because you're nearly out of sight doesn't mean you can slack off. All of the maps here are really well built. I'm sure most of them are naturally generated, but I know somebody went in and added things. So on the first switch between biomes, we get a transition. But unfortunately, we never see it again. Gotta keep it consistent, man. With how dark the outside lighting is, what I'm assuming is ice on the right looks more like blue clay. How dare you advertise those evil, bloodthirsty bushes as player and villager friendly. I've lost too many Minecraft worlds to them. They need to burn. The villager and panda are very stiff as they come into view. This is just another issue with how Mojang does their animations.
Taiga villages. Desert villages.
Panda.
I know I already conned all the clipping, but come on.
Panda.
Oh hey look, another case of reusing a joke until it's stale. Also, visible edge of the map behind the trees.
Tundra villages. Savanna villages.
Say the joke again. I dare you.
Fox.
Well, I'm afraid you said your last joke, my good sir. This really isn't anyone's fault, but I see several missed opportunities with this scene. Like for example, it could have been snowing, or there could be some other tundra stuff. This guy isn't even animated. Is he okay? Is he dead? Someone, call an ambulance. No, wait. This is America and that would cost money. He's fine. No need for help. And speaking of things not being animated, the water is completely still. Okay, let's point out something good. All these environments display the new villagers and villages really well.
Villagers all over the realm are loving life.
Thanks to the update, I got a job as an armorer. Look at all this stuff.
I get what the animators were going for, but this shot just comes across as incredibly lazy. 36 emeralds for a bell? No thanks, I'll just steal the one that's already in the village. But you know what they say, if they give bad trade, they get made.
The update gave me a whole bunch of new trade. And look, we have levels now. Find a bed. Gotta find a bed.
If a villager, or any mob for that matter, is red for that long, then they should die and disappear. And an explanation for why this villager is dripping water everywhere would be nice.
Yes, we all have new jobs now. I'm a farmer. Hey, get off my crop! Shoo! Get away! Oh, nitwits!
The items just disappear rather than slowly shrink towards the villagers to better imply that the items went into their inventories.
Any bad thing? No. The update is the greatest thing to happen to villager kind.
Okay, with the absolute chaos behind him, you're not convincing me that it took this long for this guy to get shot.
See how much better your life could be. Get the Village and Pillage update today.
Okay, whoever's doing the voiceover is doing a great job at making this update sound better than the upcoming cave one, which is hard to do.
Thank you, villager number 9. The Village and Pillage update is out now. Have you updated yet? Yes. No, not you. Them. Villager news.
Villager number 5's ending line should have had at least like half a second to sit there before cutting to another shot. And lastly, everyone at Element Animation did an excellent job voicing the villagers, as always. Now it's time for the overalls. The way these work is, I asked myself how good the story, visuals, and syncing of the animation were, and then add 5 pros or cons to the appropriate side. In terms of story, there's not much of one. This is really just meant to be a fun way to promote a Minecraft update, so I'm omitting this part. As for the visuals, I know I knocked on them some, but I still feel like the stiffer style has its own charm in some weird way, so 5 pros. And as for syncing, it's pretty great here for the most part. I'm still impressed with how good it goes with the less detailed mouth movements, so 5 more pros. In the end, this animation was, well, kind of just an animation. There wasn't anything that stood out as over the top, but then again, this was just an advertisement for an update. More could have been improved on, like the, humor. But overall, it's a decent, but average watch, which lands at a 7 out of 10 rating. Oh, also, I'm aware that this video was a lot shorter than the other ones. It's really kind of just meant to be filler because I have an absolutely massive one planned next, so stay tuned. See ya.